Eric DeCosta, GM of the Ravens, said he's definitely confident about reaching a contract extension with Lamar Jackson, whose cap hit this year is $74.5 million. Now, if they don't, they've got a mechanism where they can do the automatic extension, kick the can, restructure, not extension, but the restructuring where it knocks the cap number down, probably throws on some voidable years, spreads out the damage, but it doesn't give them a contract that goes beyond 2027. They need the extension because currently Lamar Jackson's leverage is, I got 2 years left under contract, and then I can walk away. There's a no-tag clause in his contract.
Right.
They cannot stop him from becoming a free agent. And I currently don't believe he's going to ask to be traded. I don't think he will be based upon what I've heard.
Yeah.
Not that it was ever a huge possibility, but he's committed to sticking around, and he's willing to talk about an extension. I think it's going to have to be 62 to get him to take it in new money.
Right.
That's not hard to do when you've already got $104 million over the next 2 years. You can add a 3-year extension at a new money average of $62 million. That's $186. You add it to the 104. That's $290 million over 5 years. You do the math there. And this is where new money and full value at signing have a separation. I'm going to do the math here live and try not to screw it up. 290 divided by 5, it's $58 million. It's still 58, but that's what they're going to have to do.
Right.
Something like that. Make him the highest paid quarterback, more than Dak Prescott. And you could objectively argue he's better than Dak Prescott. I mean, Dak Prescott is very good, but Lamar Jackson is a 2-time MVP. He's better. So if Dak's at 60, why shouldn't Lamar Jackson be north of that? So that's what it's going to take to get it done. And they want to get it done by the start of the league year, and we'll see if they can initiate the communication, get the deal done, and move forward.
Yeah, I mean, they got to get it done. I think 2 reasons. One, they're still viewed themselves as a pretty good football team that is not going to fall off a cliff, but they got to figure some things out with their roster, and they got some older guys, and, you know, they got Justin Madubuike, who's got the neck injury and some money there that we don't know if he's ever going to come back. So they got some things coming down the pipe here where they're trying to kind of retool, reorganize their roster on the run here while also having one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. There's no way they're letting Lamar Jackson out of the building unless he is just like, I want out of here, I don't want to be here. But I think Lamar Jackson, even with his tweets the other day about the NFL admitting the mistakes on some of the calls, I think that even shows you he's still all in.
He hasn't disengaged.
Exactly right. I thought that was a really positive sign for the Ravens and Lamar. So you know you got that. And, you know, with Lamar, he's certainly still one of the best players in the sport. And we know that as well. And you just don't give a guy like that away. So they're going to sign him up. We heard ownership talk about it as soon as the season was over. He knows how much he's wanted there, and hopefully he realizes that if he gets that done and signs the new deal, it's only going to help the team and help with other contracts on their football team so they can build something towards the end of his career to where hopefully he can get to a Super Bowl and win one.
I also think he's a guy who will consider whether the grass is greener but realize it may not be before insisting on the opportunity to go to the greener grass.
He knows football, right?
Yeah. And you know, he'll maybe vent a little bit quietly, muse about the possibility of going somewhere else. There's that mindset in some league circles that he'd like to play for the Dolphins at some point.
Right.
But he has yet to cross the Rubicon that would cause him to want to leave the Ravens. And I think there was a stress test this year, because I think he would have preferred a coach with offensive expertise and head coaching experience, and he gets a guy who's a defensive coach with no head coaching experience.
Yeah.
And now the challenge for Jesse Minter, who's gotten that job, is to get Lamar Jackson to choose to show up for the offseason program so he can learn the new offense. And Lamar has given up $1.5 million total over the last 2 years by not showing up for enough of the offseason workouts.
Damn, Lamar.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.